Let's start with some of sip of water. It's 5:38 a.m. in the morning, and the date of the recording is 13th January. Wow, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So let's leave that. So, good morning, everyone. Let me start with a short story. One evening, a young boy was sitting with his grandfather outside their house. The sky was orange. The birds were flying back home. The boy looked at his phone and suddenly said, "Grandpa, look! It says there it says here that drinking cold water after meals causes cancer. We should stop immediately." You know, so in this paragraph, the speech wanna tell about something that is unusual. Like it is saying the sky is orange and the grandpa is grand no. The son is like the boy is looking at the phone and he has seen something that is unusual. The thing is like we should it says there that drinking cold water after meal cause cancer. How? Why? So there is something confusion in this paragraph. So let's continue it. The grandfather smiled and asked, "Who wrote that?" The boy said, "I don't know. It's on the internet. Many people share it." The grandfather didn't argue. He didn't laugh. He just asked one more question. If many people walks in the wrong direction, does that make it the right direction? The boy went silence. That silence, that small pause, that moment of thinking, that is where critical thinking begins. Today, I'm not here to give you a direct definition, dictionary definition of critical thinking. I'm here to use big words. I'm not here to use big words, the buzzwords. I'm here to talk about something very simple. Critical thinking is habit of asking, is this really true? Is this really true? How do I know? How am I missing? What am I missing? Is there another side to this story? That's it. Boy, in in today's world, but in the today's world, that simple, simple habits has been rare. We live in the world fast reaction. We react fast, we share fast, we judge fast, and we decide fast. Someone posts something on social media, we react in 2 seconds. Someone makes one mistake, we label them forever. Someone speaks confidently, we assume they are right. Not confidence is, but confidence is not truth. Loud is not equal to right, and viral is not equal to the real. Critical thinking is the courage to slow down in the world that pushes you to rush. Story. So, there is another story. The exam topper. Let me tell you another story. In a school, there were two students. One memorized everything, every answers, every line, every definition. The other one always asked a question. Why does this happen? What if, what if, what if we change this? Is there another method? Teachers got irritated. Teachers sometimes got irritated. Just write what is in the book, they will say. Exam results came. The memorizing students scored 95%. This questioning students scored 82%. Everyone clapped for the 95%. But years later, the 95% waited for the instruction in life. What would I do next? What is the correct answer? Tell me the formula. The 82% student started building his own answer. He wasn't afraid of problems, but he had practiced thinking, not memorizing. Critical thinking doesn't always give you highest marks, but it gives you a strong mind. Critical thinking is not arguing. Some people think critical thinking means arguing with everyone. No, it's not about proving others wrong. It's about making sure you are not wrong. It is not ego, it is humility. It is saying, maybe I don't know everything. Maybe I can learn. Maybe I need more information. In fact, the smartest peoples are the ones who say, I might be wrong. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever believed something strongly? Have you ever believed something strongly and later realized you were completely wrong? Completely wrong. Maybe about a person, maybe about a rumor, maybe about political issues, maybe about yourself. It hurts, right? But imagine living your whole life without questioning anything. You become easy to control. If someone says this group is bad, you believe it. If someone says this product will change your life, you buy it. If someone says you can't do it, stop doing. And you stop trying. Critical thinking protects you. It's like a mental security guard. It checks before allowing ideas to enter your brain. In a village, people people used wooden words or wooden bridge to cross the road. One day someone asked, or someone shouted, the bridge is weak. Don't cross. Panic spread. Nobody crossed. A traveler came and asked, who checked it? No one. He slowly walked to the bridge. He looked carefully. He tested one plank, then another. The bridge was strong. The rumor was weak. The village has fear. The traveler had critical thinking. Sometimes fear spread faster than facts, and the person who pauses, checks, and thinks becomes the leader. So, why is the critical thinking so hard? Because thinking is uncomfortable. It is easier to follow, easier to agree, and easier to stay silent. Critical thinking requires courage. Courage to ask questions, courage to stand alone, courage to change your opinion. And changing your opinion is not a weakness, it's a growth. If you believe today exactly, if you believe today exactly when you believed 10 years ago, maybe you didn't grow. Maybe you just repeated. This is not about big world issues. It's about small daily decisions. Before you move forward a message, before you judge a friend, before you quit a goal, before you choose a career, and before you vote, and also before you believe a headline, ask, what is the source? What is the evidence? What is the other side saying? What are the consequences? The small pause can change your life. The most important place to use critical thinking on yourself. Yes, we question news, we question others, but do we question our own thoughts ever? Have you ever and have I ever questioned my own thoughts? Have you questioned your own thoughts? Thought when your mind says you are not good enough, ask what is the evidence. When your mind says you always fail, ask always really. Sometimes the biggest lie we believe is the one we tell ourselves. Critical thinking can free you from the self doubt too. It can make us relieve from the self doubt. Self doubt. So, lastly, the world needs thinkers, not the followers, not just followers. Technology is growing, AI is growing, information is everywhere. But information is not wisdom. Note that. Information is not the wisdom. Google can give you data, but it cannot give you a judgment. ChatGPT can give you answers, but it cannot think for you. But in the future, the most valuable skill is not just be memorizing. It will be a thinking clearly. Because when everyone has access to information, the winner is the one who knows how to evaluate it. There are several simple rules for critical thinking. Okay. So let me give you five simple habits. One, pause before reacting. Ask why at least twice. Listen to the opposite opinion. Check for the source. Be willing to change your mind. That's it. Not complicated, but powerful. So don't go anywhere. Here's the fun story, and you will get it what you have been listening for this long time. So there is an old story. No, inside every person there are two wolves. One wolf believes everything blindly. It reacts quickly. It judges quickly. It fears quickly, easily. The other wolf asks questions. It observes. It thinks. Stays calm. The boy asks, "Grandfather, which wolves win?" The grandfather replied, "The one you feed." Every time you pause and think, you feed a second wolf. Every time you question respectfully, you feed the second wolf. Every time you choose truth over comfort, you feed the second wolf. So today, I'm not asking you to become a genius. I'm not asking you to become curious. Not loud, but thoughtful. Not aggressive, but aware. Before you clap, before you share, before you decide, and before you judge, and before you believe, pause. Think. Because in a noisy world, the person who thinks clearly is powerful. Maybe the future will not belong to the strongest, or the fastest, or the richest. It will belong to the ones who can think. Thank you.